Okay guys, we've got a new addition to the garage here. We got a little Yamaha PW50 dirt bike. This is for my younger kids. I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, and even my 9 and 11-year-old like riding around on this little thing. The nice thing about these things is they're just simple. Like, it's a 2-stroke. So right here it takes an oil, and that's what I'm working on today. Is I'm using this stuff called it's a Yamaha 2-stroke engine oil. It's 2S. This is for injected 2-stroke injected oil. So the pump pumps the oil into the carburetor, and it mixes the gas and fuel for the for the fuel mixture. So the nice thing is it takes regular gasoline here, and then you just got to make sure this is topped up and full. You don't want to let this run dry, otherwise you're gonna burn the motor up. But they're really simple in operation. Just a simple little Kickstarter here. This particular one, the guy I got this from, he put a different seat on. This is actually kind of shaved down. You see how it's kind of wrinkled right here? This is because he took the seat and kind of like shaved down the foam and then recovered it so you'd have a little more clearance. So my 4-year-old actually stands on this pretty good, sits on it good. His feet touch the ground good. It's just simple. Has an on-off fuel valve, your Kickstarter here. And then there's no foot or pedal brakes on these. There's no shifting. It's all automatic, which is great. But then the switch here on the handlebar, just 3 positions. So there's off. Off is all the way up. There's run, and there's start. Start's kind of like a limiting position. So once you get it started up, when you're about to run it, you just hit into run and off. The kickstand's hard for the kids to get. You see, it's one of these double kickstand deals where it lifts the back tire off the ground, so the back tire can, because there's no neutral, it makes sense that the kickstand is like this, because that way you can rev up the engine. So there's no neutral, you just would rev it up, the tire would move, but at least it gives you a way to kind of rev it up, warm up the motor, test it out a little bit before you get going. So that's the only maybe downside, is that this kickstand's a little hard for the kids to get, and then there's no foot brake, which is kind of odd because most, like my kid's 4-year-old, my 4-year-old, his bike, most bikes for 4-year-olds don't have hand brakes. They all have the pedal brakes, so he's used to a foot brake. So this is taking some adjustment for him to not only learn how to use the throttle on and off, but also to use the brakes in connection with not using it. So it's just going to take practice for him. So if your kid rides a bike well, not a guarantee they're going to do real well on this right away, just because of the hand brakes, the throttle. So this is something he needs to get practice on. But anyways, I'm just going to fill up the oil reservoir here. Just keep it filled with this stuff here, the 2S Yamalube, right in here. There's a little choke here. Just pour it in. All right, I got the oil tank filled back up. I'm just gonna cap that back off. It's good to go. That lasts quite a while. We just got this, and the guy we got it from said it lasts quite a while. So we'll see kind of how 1 tank of oil, but that 1 quart of oil will probably last a while, I think. But anyways, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be doing some more videos on this little bike and some of the other ones. So thanks for watching.